Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Kasia, and I'm here to support you with messages from your soul, from your guides, spiritual messages, whatever you need. So let me know who is watching, where you are in the world. I'm really curious, really interested, and let's bring it on. At the time of a reading, my eyes are going to be shut, and I'm going to connect for about 5 minutes, depending on the length of the message. And your guides are going to be showing me through the pictures, or metaphorical, through the emotions, what type of a guidance you need. They truly know what you need, not necessarily what you would want to hear. Sometimes they bring something not necessarily uncomfortable, just maybe, yeah, not that what we would want to hear. We all have burning questions. How the things with work will go, whether should you move in with him, her, or should you move out. However, the guides will show you or will tell you through me um, where you need to put some work to feel better, to shift some energy, usually the wounds or traumas. Hi, Lori, how you doing? It's been a while. It's been a while. So lovely that you are here. Who else is watching? Let me know where you are. I'm in Scotland, in Inverness. I have been lately working on the workshop. It's a 6 weeks workshop about healing the ancestral wounds and father wounds, which we all carry. Really interesting and really transforming. I went through my own healing within my own journey, within the therapy I'm offering to everyone, whether it is individual or whether it is group therapy, online group therapy, something which you have not tried, please come forward. Something which is life-changing. My life has been transformed ever since. So whoever has subscribed to my channel will be able to participate and ask the question, or will the person can ask for a reading. So with further ado, I've got an hour for you guys. So let me know who would want a reading. And let's see what the spirits are going to bring for you. So, what time is at yours, girls? I can see a few people are watching, but I cannot see exactly who it is. So please come round and introduce yourself. Normally, I work through Zoom, where I'm able to see you, to hear you, to feel your energy. However, we are on YouTube and only able to see what you actually type in. So to be able to engage, you need to subscribe. Okay. So don't be shy, and you can ask for a reading. And if you are unsure whether it is something for you, please stay over, and yeah, and maybe someone else is going to be wanting to participate. I'm reading a message. The ancestral healing theory you speak of is intriguing, though. Other psychics apparently profess to have different theories as to reincarnation. Well, yeah, the amount of there are hundreds of thousands of psychics and mediums and healers and teachers and therapists. So potentially all of them may have different ideas or different belief. I have my own one through my own experiences, through my own healing journey, through what I have experienced through the family constellation therapy myself, or through the soul readings, which they have been offered to me as a form of healing therapy. So yeah, I do have. I believe in reincarnation. And I believe certainly deeply, I believe in ancestral trauma. We are unaware, literally unaware, as I was unaware, how much I carried of the wounds, of the sadness and pain, and lots of certain feelings in my own current life, and how much that was coming from my ancestors. Whether they participated in the Second World War, or whether they had to move out from their houses, fleeing, or whether there was some dispute of who should receive a house or grounds from the fathers or grandfathers. So yeah, we do carry so much living completely unaware life. Um, yeah, there are so many different theories, but I guess we all kind of go through exploration, what works for us, what has happened to us, and then we adapt and we take it as our own, because we have experienced it or we went through it. I certainly can second that the family constellation therapy certainly works, and it works in a as a therapy in a really deep and very quick way, where potentially some other therapies may take much, much longer to find the core, to find the bottom of the issue. And within one session, you are able to heal certain wound. Um, but then also it depends on how your body is going to be processing it as well. So yes, I'm here to do the soul readings, spiritual readings. So let me know who is ready. Let me know who is watching and who would want to receive one. So there you go. I'm with you for another roughly 50 minutes. So it would be wonderful if you would like to do so. Okay. Sarah has been here earlier on, but she is not here any longer, I think. Yeah. How you feel, Lori? Is everything all right? Would you like a reading? Hi, Nathaniel. No way. It has been quite a while. Oh, bless you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Nathaniel, that is just, I've been thinking of you. You know, I have not been online, I mean, as of in live, doing live readings in the evenings. I've been doing the therapy or group therapy in the evenings. So yeah, I've been concentrating on the mornings. So there you go. There you go. What's been happening with you? What's been happening? How are your dogs? Are there, I think you had 5 dogs. Are they still well? Yeah. Oh, bless you. You see, there are no coincidences, huh? Hmm. I'm going to record a little video, hopefully today, about my sort of latest discoveries. Actually, while I was doing the therapy, family constellation therapy, within the last few months, many of my customers were coming with liver issues, and so I want to explore the topic a little bit further, because it's quite intriguing what came out of the therapy itself, what wounds were stored in the liver. So it is quite interesting subject. We all carry um, some energy within us, unprocessed wounds, unprocessed feelings, and they are being stored in certain parts of our bodies. But it is really interesting to find out the correlation of what type of a wound goes where. And what it happens and what symptoms you may have. So I just so love family constellation therapy, because it opened up the whole field to deep, profound healing. But anyway, I would love to be chatting with you. I would love to be chatting with you when I can actually see you. So hopefully you will come around to one of those group sessions, live sessions, on Zoom. I do them in English. I do on Wednesday morning and Thursday evening. But if you will go to my website, all details are there. It is something. It really is something else, Nathaniel. As you all know, well, we all need some form of a healing, more or less, or deeper or not so deep, depending on our wounds. And I have been going through my own personal journey as well. And I am always curious, because those gifts have been given to me. Initially, the soul reading, then I was exploring the psychic and mediumship, and sort of combining all together. But I was always, I think, missing the piece, as of, when the guides come through, when the soul gives the information, or shares the information, and gives the healing, at certain moments I was missing the true and deep healing, even deeper than that what was possible, even though it was really meaningful. So I have found that therapy. Hi Jen, how are you doing? Let me know where you are from, and are you here for the first time? So when I discovered that therapy, I obviously wanted to explore it myself and see whether it works for me, and what it means actually to go through that, whether one-to-one or whether within the group therapy. And you can do it online, and you can do it as of eye-to-eye group therapy, where the participants are becoming a constellation of family correlations, I guess. Oh, have you been? Oh, right, okay. Oh, sorry, I don't remember everyone. Oh, Connecticut. Oh, fantastic, fantastic. What time is at yours? So I have used that family constellation therapy as my own one, and oof, I'm telling you, my mind is still blown, how accurate it is, and how much it shows the correlation between the ancestors and your own story and your own patterns, which you carry, and you're completely unaware or not aware, or you may know, or you may start recognizing that there is a pattern, but you don't know where from or who from. And within the therapy, we discover all of it. Fascinating. No way. Oh, that's an early start for you. And like, having said that, I was up at 5:30 this morning. Right. Oh, I just love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. So who would like a soul reading, therapy reading? Therapy reading, of course. I do invite you for one-to-one or a group therapy. They are on Wednesday mornings and Thursday evenings, but all details are on my website. And if you would like to sign up, just give me a shout through Facebook. My Facebook details are on my main account and potentially within the video description. And you can email me. So there you go. What, Nathaniel? Right. Okay. You're not sleeping. Okay. I'll do, and you are from Washington. Okay. I'll do. Actually, when I'm speaking to you, Nathaniel, I'm feeling liver. Okay. The video which I'm going to post is about. Well, okay. So the liver is suppressed anger and unspoken emotions, and also to do with the territory. So either someone has moved in, which you may not necessarily approved, as of taking over your own space, or you moved out because didn't feel comfortable where you were, and then also lots of anger, and also you probably all may know the situations where through our lifetime, especially sort of it forms around childhood, when there are difficult situations between the parents, and you would want to help, because is that what the child do, wants to help, wants to take all of the burdens from your parents, so you may potentially be noticed. So then we become parents to our own parents, for instance, where we not only carry their burdens, but also we potentially try to resolve their issues. And also we try to save the world, save other people, because that's the only way we know, the only thing we know. So yeah, that is still correlation to the liver. So there is a lot, but Nathaniel, if you want, I can do a reading for you. How do you feel about that? Alrighty, no problem. Okay, so as you know, roughly about 5 minutes, and obviously within those 5 minutes, there is, so much I can do. And if you may need a healing, or touch the issue deeper, or further, yeah, it's up to you what you want to do with it. But I would advise to have a one-to-one, not necessarily with myself, but with someone who is able to give you the tools and guide you through the process. Okay. So who else is watching? Those which subscribe to my channel are able to participate. I feel there is a need. Okay. Okay, Nathaniel. What I'm feeling, Nathaniel, is um, anxiety. Okay, so my heart is pounding, and my breath is actually quite quick. But the pictures they are showing me is this house. Is this house? You're standing in front of the house, and it feels an I would say ancestral house. Not necessarily. I'm unsure whether you have been in that house, but it's some family house, maybe passed over through the generations. I'm hearing at least three. And this house is it's not in the woods, but it's surrounded by the woods. Um, and I do feel your liver. Okay. So when you're standing in front of that house, there is this woman coming out, and she has a pleat, a long pleat, grayish hair. She appears to be in about maybe 60s, 70s. And she is saying to you that so much has happened within this house, and the energy is not good. So it feels like you need to take step by step to uncover all those pains, the ancestral pains, because it feels that so much what you carry doesn't belong to you. She is sort of pointing out at a male, at two or three males. She's pointing out at three males. Um, it feels that has there been a drink problem, within the family? Because is that what she's pointing out? And this gentleman, either it is her brother or an uncle or brother, but it feels it actually goes within the family, and it's as if it is being passed over, but it's not being passed over. Okay, so it feels that there is like a rejection from a father, emotionally unavailable father. Whatever has happened within it, it feels like third generation from that woman. I'm unsure who she is exactly. She is not saying, but it feels when there is emotionally unavailable father or absent or goes away, it feels that the father wasn't there for whatever reason. And I'm unsure, I don't think she's talking about your own father, but however, that could be the case as well, because it feels there is a pattern, male pattern within the family, okay? And that needs to be healed. She is talking about at least three generations, or three generations from you, or three generations from her. But it feels like more she is grandmotherly figure, or even great grandmother. Okay, so. I has someone run away? Has someone moved out, or was being told needs to leave? Or they moved with work or for to look for work and never came back. I'm also feeling a lot of pain at the upper shoulders or upper back. So it feels whoever has moved out or has been told needs to move out, as of was rejected from the family. Do you feel rejected as well? Because it feels it is a pattern there as well. Maybe potentially family is not feeling quite together, or there is this form of a rejection from male side of family, and a stubbornness as well. But it feels that is being carried over from like older generations. So it feels your shoulders are heavy, as if you're holding so much, but it's not yours. Thank you. Thank you. Let me just read. Right, you have never owned your own house, okay? When you were younger. Okay. But it felt, at least 3 families were living in that house, whichever house it was. So that could have been maybe your grandmother's house, and 3 generations, up from then. Right, okay. Okay, so right, that makes sense. That makes sense. But it feels there was more to it as well. That there were more people affected potentially by alcohol. Um, it did feel great. All right, great grandmother. Yeah, 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 yeah. Very loving, very, very open, and quite straightforward. Yeah, she meant business, that's for sure. That's how she came across. Um, yeah, and kind of came with not necessarily a warning, but that is time to go into healing that what you carry, because it's not yours, and that's why it may be bringing you down. And that's why, when so much is in our head, that's why we may feel a certain way. But it just doesn't feel it's yours, to be honest. And when you discover with someone's help what has happened in the past, and that is possible to do, you will feel the shift. You will feel lighter, and you will feel that is just shifting, disappearing. So why not to help yourself, Um, mm, yeah, yeah. So but that comes from somewhere, and that comes from emotionally unavailable father. And there is a pattern. So, when there is a father, whichever father, somewhere down the line, fifth generation, let's say, and so he has received, so little from his own father. Obviously, he's going to give to his own children what he has, and then they learn from him, and they become emotionally unavailable, and the story kind of continues, But there is a way. There is a way, and you can help yourself with help, and then you will have your own tools to help yourself in the future. Thank you so much for working with me. Hi, is it Aya? Hello, how you doing? Who else would like a reading? Who is ready for a reading? Um, yeah, there is so much stored sort of inside, even stomach. Okay, so who else? Those of you which subscribe to my channel are able to participate in the reading. So I welcome you. Okay, so who else? Who else? Oh, you're being shy today. Jen, you? Okay, okay, that's no problem. You ready? Good. Uh, Jen. Um, Jen, what they are showing me, and yet again it feels metaphorical. However, let me just expand what I'm seeing, and see what that is. Okay, so you're standing in the middle of a land, however, or a path, I shall say. However, on the left and on the right, there are two streams or two rivers. They are not big, so it feels you need to make a decision, you need to make a move, because where you are is uncomfortable and is not serving you. But to be able to make a move, to change the direction, it just feels there is a need to do so. You've got some obstacles on the left and on the right, and they are showing. They are showing me as streams, rivers, but you need to cross it over. The river itself, the water itself is so healing, but you are afraid to go in or walk through that water, and it's not deep. It's about maybe up to your knees sort of length. But also water is mother, or if it's not the mother itself, is like a female line, ancestral line of females. So there is something there, something uncomfortable. It feels there is need to work with the mother's energy, grandmother's energy, potentially, and it looks like some patterns there too. Okay, but even though, and it feels like you are aware of it, you're aware of the difficulties coming from the potentially your mother. I just feels that way, that either you are separated, she may have not be living, but you can still work with the wounds coming from your mother. Okay, so where you are right now is in the middle of this uncomfortable, and you need to change the direction. Instead of avoiding it, go with it. And it's going to be potentially uncomfortable because you need to face it, you need to re-feel it. But that's just an hour, maybe two, maybe five within the sessions of this uncomfortable. And then there is a healing. Okay, because where you are is quite isolated. Maybe potentially you put yourself there to protect yourself from more pain, from more disappointment, or from the judgment as well. Potentially it is coming from your mother and her mother and her own mother. And yet again, it feels it's being carried over through the generations. And that's the only thing they knew, how they show conditional love. And you deserve so much more than conditions. Not only you, everyone. And you feel that connection to the love, and it feels your soul, or even guides have been pushing you through the situations, through those uncomfortable situations, or you've been facing them only to make you make you move from that place where you are. So they have been throwing situations and people at you to make you work, but it feels you've been going sort of maybe more within and more within because you don't want to face it. And the more you are afraid, the more those situations are going to be happening until you will say, right, okay, I'm going to do it. Thank you. Okay, let me just read the messages. Right, so the mother isn't a good person to you. Very mean, not loving. There is yeah, conditional love or acceptance. Yeah, and her mother has not been treating her well as well. Avoiding, yeah, well, avoiding, but there is a form of anxiety or certain fear, you know? When you avoid, you do it for a reason, because you don't want to, you know, feel or go back to certain thoughts and feelings. Um, so, yeah, I understand. I understand. Um, mm, there is a need to do so, because where you are with your thoughts, you know, they are uncomfortable. So why not to help yourself? And that family constellation therapy is just so therapeutic, and is way quicker than any other I have experienced, to be honest. So it's up to you. You only can make that decision and make the change. But as they were saying, if and it's for everyone, if you feel certain thoughts and feelings, if you feel uncomfortable and you see the patterns and life throws at you so much, it won't stop unless you're going to change it, unless you're going to face it. Otherwise, yeah, those things are going to be happening or re-happening over and over. Um, Thank you. Appreciate working with me. Thank you so much. For those listening, my website is updated, and all of the therapies and services I offer, have a look at them, because you can truly help yourself. And I'm saying it because I went through similar, and therefore I know what I'm saying. I just know how healing it can be, how different, how lighter you may feel with this peacefulness in your heart. Yeah, sending hugs. Mm. So is it Aya? Are you still watching us? Are you here? Would you like a reading? Am I saying your name correctly? Is it Aya? Apologies if I don't. Or Aya? Aya or Aya? Okay, no problem. Let me just put the timer on. Aya, okay. Aya. Right. What I'm seeing is, are you painting or are you drawing? Because I'm seeing you holding a brush, and if you are not, then it is metaphorical. But maybe there is a need to potentially go back to what you used to be enjoying, or maybe that's your hidden talent which you have not discovered yet. So I'm seeing a person, but I'm seeing you painting. But what you are painting is a spiral. Um, it's a spiral, and it's quite entrancing when you look at it, or some people may say it's entrancing. When you look at it, you can kind of move to a different dimension, or you may be able to even, speak to them. So potentially how it feels, you've got such a deep connection with spirits, and perhaps you are already using your gifts and expanding your gifts. There is a need for that. And I would say trance is your thing. Or because through the trance you can give out so much healing, not only for others, clients, but also for yourself. But also the spiral is, what are you looking for? Because it feels you are maybe potentially going sort of round and round in circles, as of looking for the answers and not fully receiving. The spiritual connection is the most uplifting, the most beautiful, and so much healing. However, it may not be always enough. And it feels, I'm feeling a female energy that it's an indication that that some healing needs to happen between yourself and this female. And also I'm feeling you missing someone who is on the other side. Um, and it feels like a grandmotherly figure. And I have actually a lady stepping forward with a basket of fruits. She's feeling concerned that you may not be eating well, or your diet is not balanced. Like, you need fruits, you need variety of foods. Is that something which you not have been doing, or went back to it maybe recently, and is just sort of a reminder that keep up with the good work? Um, and these fruits are so juicy, and she picked the best from it, it feels from the garden, the best for you, because is that what you deserve? All the best. And she comes with such a love, is just so beautiful. And that is unconditional love. And it's a reminder to be good to yourself, to be looking internally what you eat, um, and how you feel, instead of pushing it away. Um, because there is this longing for love, longing for understanding, and it maybe maybe you have closed off yourself from the external world, because I'm seeing you in that room, or in that house, in that in four walls, So your imagination feels like it's your friend, and it's so lovely and it's so creative, and so much happens there. And it feels you've got so much to give and so many ideas, which maybe potentially um, you may feel unsure whether they should be shared with the world, and it should be. And it should be. You need to believe in yourself. But you need vitamins. You need different sort of food. Thank you. uh, okay, the spirals have come up in the drawings a lot too. Right, okay. You do draw. Awesome. Uh, so you doubt how to express, even to yourself. Um, mm, mhm. Yeah. Do you have a grandmother in the spirits? She is certainly with you and around you, looking. And did she have issues with breathing? Whether it was through her lifetime, has she been coughing? Because yeah, my voice is changing, so maybe her throat, something to do with her throat, or maybe her last days. No, that definitely was a female. Okay. Or can you recognize grandmother-like figure, someone who adored you, um, and had so much love for you? So maybe potentially grandma's sister, someone who knew you. Uh, yeah, it certainly was a female. Mm. You do have such a beautiful connection, or they have such a beautiful connection with you. But maybe because potentially, well, I only can speak for myself. When you carry so many wounds, you're unable to open to the communication. And the more you're going to be shifting, working with, and healing, the more you're going to open up to it. And the ideas and that creativity is going to flourish. Okay, it will come. If you cannot place this person, it will pop in. hmm Alrighty. I've got time for one more reading if anyone is here, if anyone is watching. And I will do it as I need to figure out the times to be coming back. I would love to be doing it weekly as I was doing in the past. There is just so much happening in between one-to-one therapies and group therapies. And I'm thinking of doing in-person group therapies as well. So it's a lot to take on, and in between the children as well, and some other stuff. So yeah, bear with me. I need to figure out what day or times are the best. Or maybe I'll do in afternoons at some point. Yes, I'm teaching as well. I think I've got some course available. Oh, yes, of course I'm teaching. Um, I'm teaching mediumship and psychic. It's an 8-week course, 8 weeks, about 2.5 hours each week. So that is what I do. Then I do that soul reading, sort of That what I have been showing you, or have been showing you so far, that type of soul reading or spiritual reading, is that what I do. And this is 6, 7 full days in a space of every couple of weeks. Where we learn to hold the energy, to speak to our own guides, go within, receive a message from the guides in our own soul for ourselves. And then we learn, or I will teach you how to do readings for someone else. So it is such a profound journey for yourself, especially. And then, if you feel you would want to do more with it, then you can do readings for others, and within the group as well. You would be going, it's done online, obviously, and through Zoom. You would be going to the Zoom rooms and practice within each other, within the a meeting or after the meeting as well. So yeah, I do that, and I've got those workshops which are coming next week. I think 6 workshops every week as well. And it is healing father's wound, or healing the wounds coming from your father, and ancestral male related wounds. That is the workshop with 6 meetings of those workshops which are coming up. So there's a lot. It's a lot. Have a look on my website, and reach out. Send me an email or a Facebook message. Probably Facebook message is more ideal, because then I like to voice record, because so much it can be said within 2, 3, 5 minutes than typing an email. So have a look on my website, which is soulconnectionswithkasha.com, and have a look what's available there. And yeah. Oh, you don't have a Facebook. All right, okay. Well, you can still go to Soul Connections with Kasha, my own website. Have a look what's there, and send me an email. And yeah, and we can take it from there. That's no problem. That's no problem. All right, you haven't been on Facebook. You see, so many people tells me that they are off Facebook. I just feel, I don't know, old. So many people goes to Instagram or TikTok. I was like, I've got no time for it, but I have to within my field of work, and I feel I'm telling my children, stop being on your phone. You are on your phone for too long, and I'm becoming yeah, one of my children. Um, okay, okay, right. Well, I guess. My sister is off Facebook, Instagram, everything else, because it was just so time consuming. So I guess depending on what we do, what we give out. Oh, I know the feeling. I've been someone else for 41 years. I've been trying to fulfill the expectations and dreams of my parents, and I have lost myself. Well, in fact, I have never discovered myself until the soul readings, and speaking or learning how to speak, how to communicate with our own guides, with our own soul, and then constellation family therapy. It's I can assure you, I have not found better tools than this. Is eye-opening what our ancestors went through, and how much we carry, and how much it affects us. It's it's mind-blowing. It's really mind-blowing. Okay. Okay. Oh, I am enjoying so much speaking to you guys. Yeah, it's fake, isn't it? Um, yeah, I wish I could work and have clients without social media, you know, because it's that what comes up too. It's sad, really, really sad. And if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't be able to speak to you. I wouldn't be able to, get to know you in some way. Um, so in a way, there is a need of it, and then it's we give out so much energy to, yeah, all those social medias, uh, pointless videos and things like this. Mm, yeah, but yeah, I know what you mean. People are showing or posting what they want to show, and usually it looks beautiful. And then when you look at your own life, and especially when you feel lower, and you start comparing, you feel like, nah, it's not for me. Yeah, it really is. It really is. And wish I didn't have to. Oh, bless you. Uh, right, guys. I thank you so much. I really, really enjoyed speaking to you. And thank you, Nathaniel. It's so early at yours, and you are being here. So I really appreciate all of you being here and forming such a beautiful energy. I was starting up feeling a wee bit cold, and now I'm warmed up, and so I hope you do feel that as well. Um, so let me know, reach out to me if you feel, and if you need anything, if you feel there is anything you may want to work with. There is a need for it, especially now we've got eclipses coming soon, which the thing is, if we want to do the work, the guides and spirits will throw at us situations and people which will be showing us our own wounds, or our own wounds are going to be triggered, even more than usual. So yeah, have a look on my website and let's be in touch. Um, okay, it is our social media, absolutely. Uh, right, okay. All right, okay. So you work during the night. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Oh well. Oh well. You have a good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. And yeah, I need to figure out when I'm coming back, or what time, what day, and hopefully I can keep it that way. All righty. So until next time. You take care. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye bye. No problem, Nathaniel. No problem. Bye.